What's popping? What's going on? So welcome back to another episode. And unfortunately, this is an episode where I'm going to have to not talk so glowing about what happened initially. Now, these are indeed the second set of headlights, Jdm Dc2 headlights that I sent out. So if you know anything about Jdm Dc2 headlights, you know that you're gonna end up paying around $1,000 or more for a pair of these headlights. They don't make them anymore. There's not a company out there that's making an aftermarket variation or a rep version of that, which would be awesome if somebody did it, because it would bring the cost down and it would make it readily available, but there probably isn't enough market for it. Which is probably the biggest reason, okay? They gotta make money off of it, but I wouldn't be mad if somebody made an exclusive run of maybe 300 or so, and then we'd have to see if they sell them. But you're still able to kind of find these in the used market. There are a lot of the cars coming over from Japan right now. The Skyline, the R34, one of the most premier gems that has been long sought after and was illegal until recently, is coming over in abundant amounts at this point in time. But we're talking about the Acura Integra. So listen, we're talking about retrofitting headlights. And right now, my experience with retrofitting any of my lights, the headlights, the tail lights, it's been a long process. I can tell you right now that I've probably been going through this retrofit process for a year to a year and a half now, which is a bit long in the tooth, if you ask me. This is the first set that I had done and the first set that came back. I still have a set of tail lights, a JDM park light, a rear third brake light, and something else out with the same business, but at least communication has been good there, but still, we're still talking about creeping up on a year even with them. So now what happened is I got these in, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I got these in from the retrofitter. And one thing that I can say is that the lens, you're gonna run into this situation. The lens oftentimes are gonna have some imperfections in them. If you can find a perfect set, good luck. If you can find a decent set without so many imperfections, awesome for you. But this had imperfections. I was willing to deal with some of this, but some of it didn't come out, like a section right here. It's very crazed. If you kind of know what that definition is, like real fine hairline fractures inside of, you can't even feel them. It's inside of the actual lens. Some of this, you might have to be willing to deal with if you can't find something better. What I'm not willing to deal with is the fact of what's happened to the overall bucket, okay? The overall bucket in shipping got broken. The builder, I believe, probably ended up maybe breaking one of these, but it did get broken in shipping. The piece was in the box. Then there was some plastic areas that he tried to fix and weld because it was gonna light leak was going to bleed through. Then you see this glue and stuff here, or this adhesive, or this RTV here. Although this is on the back side, something maybe not technically you want, but then what's really bad is that you got all these wires coming out of this cup right here, and this is supposed to slide in here as a seal. This fell off. This is all hanging out. So I'm not really pleased overall with what I see. It's missing the cover that goes right here, which is not the builder's fault. That just didn't come with the headlights when I got the front end. So there are a lot of things that I'm not happy with here, but maybe some things that you'd have to be willing to deal with if this is all you had. So what I did was eventually I found another set of headlights. You saw me unbox these before. So now we're going to unbox the headlights that I sent out by this retrofitter, giving them another opportunity, given that these weren't the best. And I told them this time with these gunmetal sets, don't go crazy. I just want to freshen them up, do my bezels black with the gunmetal lens section, and then convert my lights that are gonna be in there for USDM so I don't have to convert my harness, all right? So that's what we're looking for. So we just got these in today, all right? Today would be November 20th, a few days out from Turkey Day. And I'm going to unbox these with you so we can see what I actually have. And then I'm going to give you my feedback on this entire process and what maybe you should look out for if you plan to do this, to try to help you all make some better decisions. So packaging is good because I package it up. And one thing I can tell you about packaging is I did foam inserts so that it was very well protected. So the foam inserts, but what the painter failed to do was make sure that he properly wrapped these up in a non-adhesive type wrapping so that hopefully it wouldn't stick like it is now. Like, that's not what you want. You don't want that when it comes through. That's not what you want, right? So that could be a bad situation. Another tip is I put these inserts in here, these foam inserts, to protect these because these got broke last time it shipped. So put something in here to brace these tabs to keep that pressure off. So as you see right now, and let's close this up so we can look at some differences, okay? And I don't want to drop these lights. So as you see right now on the buckets, the difference right there is I had the buckets painted black because it's going to be, it'll mesh better with the car. Right off the back, I see the builder didn't do a great job at painting. And this is the situation when you go to change the color on these buckets, is you want to be sure you get a good covering on this. So I'm going to have to do some touch up. You can see right here that it's still gray. You can see right here that if he did open these up, but you can see right here he probably did not paint the buckets when they were apart because this tab is still gray. It's on the bottom side, not a big deal, but it's still something to do with quality of your work. You know what I'm saying? Also here, the rubber gasket, these rubber gaskets are like, I was so glad to have gotten these headlights in and have this rubber gasket. It's not on there. They were horribly deteriorated, so they weren't worth saving. I wish he would have used the black butyl because it looks like he used a little bit of gray right here. But also the lenses, you can tell the lenses are extremely better on this new ladder set, okay? Extremely better. But you also notice there's not a lot of heavy modification in these, okay? And that's for a reason, and I'm going to explain that reason shortly. And it's sad to say, but hopefully you will let my money and my experience save you money and heartache, okay? So other than that, you can see right here, he went ahead, he made the conversion for the USDM plugs for the low beam, high beams, or a low beam and fog light, or whatever I want to use it for. There's also, I'm gonna have to get with him and see what this is. Likely this is a ground. There was supposed to be something that came off of here for my fog lights, but it is not here. And then he ran this here, which will probably be my hookup for my turn signal. It is my hookup for my turn signal. So technically, no, this is probably not how my turn signal is supposed to be hooked up, but no worries. He still made me some female connectors here, or male connectors, where I can run my own wiring, or we can run it off of the Tronic Works headlight harness, and we can make this work, okay? And the headlight here, the light here in the projector is likely a 9000, it's a HB4, so likely something like a 9005, 9006, whatever the case is. And then everything is everything. So something very simple that I can just throw in there. It's clean, the lenses are clean, the bezel is freshened up. I still have my yellow glass fog light in there. Still got the city light in there. Everything is clean. I can put these on the car and not worry about it and have a nice clean OEM look. Although I did want these slightly tinted, I'm not concerned about that. I am more concerned about the quality of the headlight looking like something that I can put into this type of build and be happy with it. So like I said, maybe some touch up here to clean up the black, make sure it's real solid, and then these are a go, okay? So this one is a go. So right now I'm gonna put this one to the side and we can check the other one, but I'm gonna place this one on the floor because I don't wanna drop it, all right? So I'll place that one right there. Now let's go ahead and open up the other one, get the other one out and inspect that one. And here we go. Again, sticking to this, not the best thing that you want, not the worst thing, but see, this is the situation you want it to. And like I said, see, now I have to go and I'm gonna have to peel this stuff off because it's stuck there. And like I said, yeah, it's on the bottom, but still and actually that's on the top. That's on the top. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to get this stuff off of here. And it's gonna be, I'm not gonna do it right now. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but this is what I mean when you gotta make sure, when you builders are doing your work, think about everything before you send these back to us as clients. Think about everything. That's not something we should have to do, okay? And once again here, the tab is still gray in here. Didn't really get that done well. The lenses, because they were in good condition and you freshened them, fine. Now look at that. What do you see? Because it's not packed up right, what do you see? It's broken. The yellow bulb is broken. Right there. This is what I mean by packing shit up right. The yellow bulb is broken. That's not supposed to be like that. He didn't call me and tell me that that had happened. And now there's no way that that should have happened in shipping. So now I have to wonder if the builder broke it, sealed them up anyway, and sent the shit, or did it happen in shipping? Either way it goes, I can't use these now. I can't use them now. And it wasn't like that before. So somebody's gonna owe me over $1,000 for a set of headlights. And this is why I open these on camera, because too many businesses are getting away with doing fuck shit type business. This is what I mean. I should be able to get my fucking lights and open them and be happy that they're pristine and not see shit like that. Come on, man. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy. This is why I out these businesses and these companies. This is why I'm gonna have to call Sinister Retro Works and ask him what the hell happened with these lights. Because if this bulb was straight in this foam, listen, I had these right here packed up in this with this. There's no way that should have been broke like that. That's gotta be a direct impact. So what happened? So yeah, so I'm gonna finish this video and then I'm gonna make some fucking phone calls. I'm gonna tell you that. So another thing I see is these don't match up. So he literally has a 9006 in here, but he's got an HB4 in there. So that tells me he didn't even really order a set of headlights, even a match, which is no big deal. I'll do that, but I shouldn't have to do that. So listen, this is why I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you about this situation. I don't think that there are enough reputable companies or businesses out there doing this type of work. Right now, we're paying upwards of $1,000 or more to have something custom and personalized. And this is the second set that I've gotten back that has not been proper. And these were not this way when I sent them out. Nor were they that way when he got them, or else he would have told me on the phone. But he didn't. So trust me, they weren't that way. So this happens in shipping. So now we have a problem here. All right. And with this being said, you need to really consider, is this worth you doing any type of retrofitting or customized? I just wanted these freshened up and now I end up with this. And this is the hard situation with these type of parts because we can't get them. A lot of times when we do get them, they're not really show ready or even ready to the point where we should be able to have them and just put them in. There's going to be some type of work that needs to be done to them. And this is what you could run into. So my best bet would be this. Try and find you the best set you can. Look at what market value is and don't bitch about spending the money if it's what you want. Because if you spend money in something less and you're gonna have to do more and then pay more money to get it done the way you want, these are the situations you end up. You're literally looking at right now over $2,000, really $3,000 worth of headlight shit, and neither one of them is correct. Neither one of them is ready to install. $3,000 right here. I still got lights out. I don't even know what those are gonna come back with. I got another set of JDM headlights on ready, just ready right now, sitting in a box that haven't been touched. And now I'm even debating that maybe I don't touch them. Maybe I just have to find another set of black lens OEM and hope and if you add that, that's $4,000 worth of JDM Dc2 Integra headlights right here, right now. Neither three of these sets are ready to be installed and say, let's go. This is real shit. This is real shit that's going on. So you all do what you would like. I just try to put information out there to help you all so you can understand what's going on out here in the market, what likely may take place, that if you run into it, maybe you know how to handle it a little bit better. But yeah, I gotta go make some calls, see what the fuck's going on. Either I'm filing a claim with UPS, or I'm gonna have to talk to my builder and he's gonna have to fucking fork over the money for another set, because you cannot replace that. You can't replace that. That's irreplaceable. That yellow glass is irreplaceable. And you all saw when I opened these up. I got the video when I opened them up. I unboxed them. From JDM Ohio Direct, I unboxed them. You saw that all that was intact. Now it's not. So, you know, this is another video. I got more open boxes coming, more parts that haven't been opened. So you all take it easy, be safe, just build it. Peace. Here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.